Hi, my name is Mike, and I'm a screenwriter and a journalist. Around the time I was about 29, 30, I slowly started watching my hairline recede, and so I was watching this happen every year and getting a little more scared. So before I looked into FUE, I was doing what I think everybody's doing nowadays, which is like asking my doctor for finasteride, and I was applying some Hims and some growth product, and I was only using specific shampoos and conditioners that promised that they would restore my hairline. None of it worked, although everything promised it would. I started looking into FUE when my brother-in-law actually got the treatment done. I was really skeptical at first, and I thought, it's not worth the time that it'll take to recover, it's not worth the investment, and I'll probably look worse when I come out than when I was going in. But the more I watched my hairline recede, the more I became open to it. The more I became open to it, the more I started researching around. I am a journalist, so I got out my pad and I looked up about 38 different places, narrowed it down based on that to about 12 different places that I took interviews at. And immediately it was really clear between who were the kind of salesmen that were really trying to like get you in the door and get you in the chair and get your money versus the people who really wanted to make a great product. I finally came here, and it was kind of a different vibe. It was much more upscale, but also much more personal. What I really appreciated was how Jacques was kind of an artist about it. A lot of the other places where I interviewed them about getting the procedure done, it seemed very clinical. They had a number, they had a graph count, they had a price per graph, and there was a receptionist who was ready to sell me on it, and there was a doctor who I would only get to speak to for about 10 minutes, and my scalp was about to be his chopping block. But when I came here, it was different. I was able to ask a lot of questions. But what was awesome was how knowledgeable Jacques was and was explaining to me what other shops and what other offices would answer my questions like. And that made me feel really comfortable, and it made me feel really confident. So day of the procedure.
Today's the day. I'm gonna go get my hair done. I'm a little excited, a little nervous. Yeah, it's all about to happen.
And then I showed up here. It was really early, and they had coffee for me. I remember that. It's so nice when you are that nervous to step into the confidence of somebody else's space, where they're like, oh yeah, you will be nervous. Don't worry, we got you. People had already been here setting up. There were about like 4 or 5 people who were already, everybody knew my name. Everybody knew that this was like my first time getting this procedure done. It felt really good, and I felt really, really well taken care of. Throughout the procedure, when we were doing the extraction process, I thought that I would like feel each one, and like I was worried about the pain. To be honest, I fell asleep. Yeah, he had me lay down. I was face down, and he's working on the back from the donor area. And I fell asleep within about 10, 15 minutes. So post-procedure, I left here, and they gave me a nice little like cap to wear so that everything could stay nice and sanitary. So got home and had those first couple of nights sleeping, sitting up. It was a little red and like maybe inflamed for the first 48 hours or so. And I got the procedure, I believe, on a Friday, but Monday morning I was back at work, you know, with a loose-fitting baseball cap on Zoom meetings, and nobody was the wiser. I'm now about 9 months post-surgery, and I'm blown away. Turned out better than I could have imagined. It's been probably the best investment I've ever made in my life.